Ladies and gentlemen, 1 month ago, because it was on the 1st of November 2024, and I can still remember very well, during the swearing-in ceremony of Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki as President William Ruto's DP, an event that took place very well at KICC, I did a video here. On that same day, for those who can still remember. And my message was very clear in that video that Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki will only deputize President William Ruto for the remaining years to the 2027 elections. Currently, we are in 2024, right? Meaning, Professor Kithure Kindiki is only remaining with about 3 years to deputize William Ruto. But in the 2027 general elections, William Ruto will not appoint Professor Kithure Kindiki as his DP. The main reason to this, it is because Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki does not have numbers. Kithure Kindiki does not have votes that he can deliver to William Ruto, especially in the Mount Kenya region, compared to the former DP, Rigathi Gachagua, also compared to someone like the former head of state, Uhuru Kenyatta. And I've always said it here, that only the former DP, Rigathi Gachagua, and the former head of state, Uhuru Kenyatta, can direct the Kikuyus from the Mount Kenya region on who to vote for in the 2027 elections. Because they have numbers. So President William Ruto has sensed danger ahead. You know, William Ruto understands politics. William Ruto is a politician who is very sharp. William Ruto knows very well that his ticket with Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki in the 2027 elections will lose terribly. And that is exactly the real reason as to why President William Ruto recently reached out to the former head of state, Uhuru Kenyatta. And according to the Nation e-paper, in a statement that William Ruto actually gifted Uhuru Kenyatta 12 goats while seeking for forgiveness. Let me just read for you the statement here. Let me just show you on the screen. It says that William Ruto also gifted Uhuru Kenyatta 12 goats while seeking for forgiveness. Because remember that in the past, President William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua really frustrated Uhuru Kenyatta and Mama Ngina Kenyatta. So it says that why President William Ruto gifted Uhuru Kenyatta 12 goats. While it remains unclear why William Ruto chose to offer goats to Uhuru Kenyatta, Mr. Githinji, a member of the Kikuyu Council of Elders, suggests that if the president was seeking for forgiveness for his past antagonism, William Ruto would have been prudent to involve the Kikuyu elders, familiar with the culture. But in my opinion, it is not really necessary for William Ruto to involve the Kikuyu Council of Elders while seeking for forgiveness to Uhuru Kenyatta. I believe that Uhuru Kenyatta is a grown-up person. Uhuru Kenyatta can make decisions by himself without involving other people. But that is just my opinion. After this meeting between Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto, there is a looming fallout again in government. And I will read for you the shocking details in this particular video here about the fallout between President William Ruto and his DP, Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki. Just like I have said it earlier on, that this comes after the meeting, the secret meeting between the former head of state Uhuru Kenyatta and President William Ruto, a meeting that took place just recently at Uhuru Kenyatta's parents' home in Gatundu. During that meeting, Uhuru Kenyatta and President William Ruto agreed to work together in the broad-based government ahead of the 2027 general elections. But because politics is always about interest, Uhuru Kenyatta issued some demands to William Ruto. First of all, Uhuru Kenyatta demanded that for him to support William Ruto, then William Ruto must offer Uhuru Kenyatta some cabinet positions in William Ruto's government. And that is why, according to the Star newspaper, Uhuru Kenyatta nominated some leaders there, like Mutahi Kagwe, the former CS for Health, someone like Nderitu Murithi, someone like Muhoho Kenyatta, who is Uhuru Kenyatta's real brother. Let me just show you. And also the former PS for Interior, Karanja Kibicho. Those are the leaders that Uhuru Kenyatta nominated to be appointed by President William Ruto as his cabinet secretaries after this meeting between Uhuru and William Ruto. The second demand from Uhuru Kenyatta to William Ruto, it is that Uhuru demanded the deputy president position from William Ruto. Maybe William Ruto should appoint Uhuru Kenyatta's real brother, Muhoho Kenyatta. Let me read for you this statement from the Star. It says that Muhoho Kenyatta set for the cabinet secretary position and maybe William Ruto's number 2, meaning William Ruto's DP in the 2027 elections. Then you can see down there the leaders that Uhuru Kenyatta nominated to William Ruto's government. Muhoho Kenyatta, Mutahi Kagwe, Nderitu Murithi, and Karanja Kibicho. But ladies and gentlemen, the issue of Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto appointing Muhoho Kenyatta as William Ruto's DP in the 2027 elections, and also William Ruto having very limited options, very limited chances of appointing his next deputy president to come from the Mount Kenya region, is exactly what is causing the looming fallout between William Ruto and Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki. So let me read for you this statement here that explains all about this issue. But before that, just a very quick reminder that if you're listening to me up to this point and you haven't subscribed, I want you to take only 1 second or 2 and subscribe to my channel down below, so that next time when I produce another video like this one, then YouTube will automatically send you the notifications. Thank you so much for your support. So without further ado, let us proceed, and I want to be very quick, so just follow this video to the end. You will learn a lot of things. This is what the Star announced recently. Let me just show you. William Ruto's dilemma on the 2027 general elections ticket as bruising battle heats up. It says that it is widely spread. It is widely held that Professor Kithure Kindiki's appointment as the third deputy president is yet is yet to electrify the region. So Kithure Kindiki is no longer popular in the Mount Kenya region. It does not have votes. It does not have numbers. That is why William Ruto is dumping Kithure Kindiki ahead of the 2027 elections. It proceeds to say that President William Ruto is faced with a tough balancing act on the running mate he would pick to defend his seat in the 2027 general elections. Camps are already shaping up. Pundits say the patterns could complicate William Ruto's running mate options. There are leaders who are currently uniting. If these leaders continues to unite and they come up with their own political formation ahead of the 2027 elections, then it will be very difficult. It will complicate William Ruto's options to appoint his next DP in the 2027 elections. Rigathi Gachagwa's ouster from the DP has triggered a backlash in the Mount Kenya. Since Rigathi Gachagua was impeached, the Mount Kenya region has been very hostile against William Ruto. A very good example is recently during the Jamhuri Day holidays. You saw what happened in the Mount Kenya region, how leaders were being heckled, trying to read William Ruto's speech. You saw what happened in Kirinyaga, right? You saw the turnout. That tells you that William Ruto is someone who is not accepted at all by the Kikuyus in the Mount Kenya region. So William Ruto should not just stay there and see what is happening. He must fight back. He must do everything possible to win the support from the Kikuyus. But William Ruto has not stepped foot in the Mount Kenya region since Rigathi Gachagwa's impeachment because he knows the hostility, the kind of reception that he will receive in the Mount Kenya region. Ruto is totally unwanted man in the Mount Kenya region. So it says that the region which propelled William Ruto to victory in 2022 is gravitating towards Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka with Rigathi Gachagwa's blessings. So if the courts will clear Rigathi Gachagua concerning his impeachment, then there is a likelihood that Rigathi Gachagua will deputize Kalonzo Musyoka in the 2027 elections. But if the courts will not clear Rigathi Gachagua, so it will be the end of Rigathi Gachagwa's political career for the next very many years. But Rigathi Gachagua must also fight back. So he will endorse someone else. People are saying that Rigathi Gachagua will be the kingmaker. Let us wait and see if the Kikuyus will accept to work with Kalonzo Musyoka. Only time will tell. But William Ruto here is clearly dumping Kithure Kindiki ahead of the 2027 elections. First of all, Kithure Kindiki must resign. Why am I saying this? Because Kithure Kindiki will be demoted by William Ruto in the 2027 elections. Just imagine someone like Kithure Kindiki, the Deputy President of Kenya, the second in command, very powerful position, being demoted by William Ruto so that William Ruto can appoint someone else as his DP. It will be very shameful, right? Do you think that Kithure Kindiki should just remain and support William Ruto, knowing very well that William Ruto will demote him, is just using him ahead of the 2027 elections? So my advice is he must resign so that he can prepare himself very well for his next political future ahead of the 2027 elections. That brings me to the next point, that secondly, Kithure Kindiki must plan his next political future. When you compare Kithure Kindiki currently and Kithure Kindiki before he was appointed as DP, you will agree with me that Kithure Kindiki's popularity, especially in the Mount Kenya region, is actually decreasing. He is not being accepted by the Kikuyus. Kithure Kindiki does not have votes. It does not have numbers. That is why he is being dumped by William Ruto. So he must plan for the next political future. If he resigns by now, then his popularity will increase. That brings me to the next point, that Kithure Kindiki must exit UDA / the Kenya Kwanza Alliance so that he can join the rest of the Mount Kenya region leaders. Because it is now very clear that William Ruto is facing total hostility from the Kikuyus. Any leader who will vie through UDA or the broad-based government, that leader will likely to lose the 2027 general elections. But let us wait and see how things will turn out to be. I would really want to know your thoughts. I would really want to know your opinion in the comment section down below. What advice can you give to the Deputy President Kithure Kindiki ahead of the 2027 general elections? Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more political updates. Remember, my name is Jason. Bye-bye and have a good night. Thank you.